Welcome back. Today, I honestly don't know what we're gonna talk about before the coding session, which I actually recorded, but we added some features that I'm really excited about and excited to talk about through now and my workout session. The app is really fucking coming along. Like I'm really happy with where it is. We've overcome a lot of failures and a lot of self hatred, and I think that's actually common with coders. Like we are so afraid to take a risk and we're so naive to what we're facing. One sec. And oftentimes when we're making applications, like some of you watching, you're brand new to coding, it's fine to feel scared when you're like in face of these problems. I use ChatGPT a lot, and I don't know, no one's really ridiculed me for it yet, but it's fine, man. It's fine if you don't know shit. It's fine. We have this preconception, like a preconception is the word, that we have to know everything. Like, I did not know how to make this app. You may say, yeah, you know how to code Nazar. But even then, man, I'm 11 months in and I still don't really know. Like, I just show up to the coding session and I just code. Okay? I look at what we need to do, which is today, right? Which you'll see in the coding session. We were designing some things, and also I was showing you how we're uploading the uploaded forms from the database, so that users could see that data. Okay, I have no fucking idea how to do that. No fucking clue. I am a front end developer through and through, and doing that was scary. I honestly had a lot of anxiety doing that, and to see that come along well and actually complete it is a big deal for me. But saying that I can't and saying that I know everything already and that I wasn't scared is a total lie. Okay? So if you're a new coder, and I know that a lot of you watching this are either um, non-tech founders or new programmers that want to be entrepreneurs, just understand that it's like a process. I have no business telling you what to do. I'm literally in the same point as you, like with everything. But from what I've learned in coding, you just have to just show up and take the next step. I think that's the best way to put it. Like you just show up to the coding session or show up to the business session and just say, okay, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna research it and I'm gonna figure it out. And you just figure it out as you go. That's how I've been doing it for the past 11 months and how I will continue to do it. If you have a problem with that, then go fuck yourself. Okay? All jokes aside, I love you guys. I'm gonna show you something real cool. Also, I'm sorry if I'm a little erratic. Just I'm a little socially awkward. Regardless, guys. All right. 1,216 subs. You guys are insane. You're insane. Dude, I can't believe we've hit that number this fast. Like we had 80 subs in October. I'm actually speechless. Like even just thinking about it, it's a lot of people. So really, the channel is growing a lot. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Yeah, super grateful. Okay, I just wanted to bring that up real quick. But regardless, back on topic, we were talking about not knowing how to do shit. And in that space is depression and anxiety. Now, I know it's like a touchy subject, but I feel like, especially for me, it's something I gotta talk about. I know that a lot of developers are talking, they're going through this as well. Depression is huge in life, in those areas. I think we should talk about it more. I know now we're in this like conversation where we're just talking, but like we have to take into consideration our mental health when approaching these things. That's why I talked about this issue in the first place. A lot of us are too scared to take that initial risk with starting a business or starting a YouTube channel, recording, showing ourselves, because we're either too anxious, we let our mind get in the way, or we're too depressed because we don't want to. We don't feel like doing it. And I know I've gotten this a lot on the channel lately, just about people telling me how do I stay consistent? How can I maintain my mental health? That's actually one of the more popular videos on the channel, is how to maintain your health. You just have to accept the ramifications and accept whatever is gonna happen is gonna happen, and you're gonna have problems either way. Like, I I've suffered from OCD, anxiety disorder, like very serious anxiety disorders, very serious. I went to therapy for 2 years, and the main thing I learned from that time of my life, which was 2 years ago, was just to accept what's gonna happen in your life and ignore what you feel when trying to do something. So, especially like a lot of my friends out there that I've talked to in coaching calls and stuff, they tell me like they're depressed and they're sad, and I just sense as a generation like now, like these 20-year-olds, we just listen to our mind way too much, and we don't give enough consideration into the physical actions of the world. Like, I'm sitting here right now, okay? Do I feel like doing this? Seriously, like, do you ever think about, I post videos every day on the channel. I don't, half the time I don't feel like posting. I'm serious. Half the time I don't feel like posting, editing, doing thumbnails. Coding, 90% of the time, I'll be honest, I don't feel like programming because it's hard. And my mind knows it's going to be a challenging day ahead. Okay? The old me and a lot of people are just going to sit there and say, okay, I'm not going to code because my mind tells me I don't want to code. And it may be more so for me or for people that are depressed, maybe because we're preconceived to that mindset. Excuse me. Damn, this coke. But just, how do I say this in like a better way? But just ignoring that mind, like the thing that's telling us, is a very important skill to have. And I believe, obviously from my experience, is anyone can do what they set out to do if they can put aside their feelings, fix their mental health, and work towards their goals. I'm telling you, 2 years ago, I was depressed, extremely anxious, not suicidal, but I wouldn't have mind, like, not dying. That's like a harsh way of putting it. Like, I wouldn't have minded being forgotten by the world. And I know this is like totally deep, but I'm just trying to let out me. What made the switch for me and how I've made it this far in coding, which is not as far as I want to go, but I've taken the steps and I've seen progress, is just working towards my goal and just ignoring what's in my mind. It's like a really long way of saying that. Okay? Sorry, I went totally off topic, but I'm just saying, if you're going through this and you're a little scared or... God damn, I'm losing my train of thought here. If you're just lost, then just center yourself. Try to ignore what your mind's telling you and just work. Because when you're working, you end up finding purpose in the work, and the purpose is what will motivate you to get out of that depressive state or anxious state or sad state that you're in. Maybe it's from a breakup, or you lost a sibling, like lost a loved one or something like that. But anyways, back on topic. The coding app is going good. You will see it's going really, really good actually. We took the database, we uploaded it, like the form, we uploaded it to the main page. And we're gonna start doing custom routing so that when a user clicks on the job thing they want to apply to, it'll take them to that specific page. So let's say they want to apply to Google, it'll take them to Google. If you want to apply to Apple, you can click on Apple, it'll take you to the resume page of Apple. So big steps, and we're making progress that honestly I'm quite surprised. And you will see the UI looks actually not that bad. Really, it looks okay and way more, what's the word? Developed. you could say, and organized. It's coming along, is what I'm saying. Okay, and so far we're like a couple minutes in. You will see everything, and actually, I'm gonna try to go in depth on the code more because some of you have requested that. But yeah, just progress, just progress. Okay, we're working towards it now. We're working on Prisma database with the upload of files, which is the forms, and just saving it to a database. It's been really fun, and a lot of you are also front end developers like myself. This has been a challenge. Okay. Any more things? I mean, in the tech world, nothing much, right? TypeScript is cool. TypeScript. TypeScript is cool. TypeScript is great, man. If you're making a big application, like that's one of those things where you gotta use TypeScript. Like I genuinely used to just push TypeScript to the side, say like, what is this? But the more that I've gone into development, the more that I've used Next.js, TypeScript has been my go-to for almost every project, even the small ones. So if you haven't used it, then try it out. It's a little complicated at first, but it's basically JavaScript with type annotation. And that's about it. You know, just talking now. I don't think I'll record the workout. I think I've talked everything in my mind. So you will now see the coding session. We go over again the database. We add some feature. We clean up some things, and we actually ran into a bug that we had to solve. So you will see that we actually solved that bug in a very funny way. Regardless, if you did enjoy this, or if you want something like this more, then let me know. If you hated this and you don't want to see this anymore, let me know as well. But I hope you're enjoying the series so far. I am too. And sorry if I went into a rant. I do get annoying sometimes, but you know, we can talk, we can have fun, and yeah. All right. See you at the coding session. Drinking coffee in the morning might be one of the best things ever, hands down. All right, so we are on the coding screen. And sorry if sound a little tired. It's because I am. I've been sick over these past couple of days, and I think I have the virus that I don't want to get demonetized for saying. Regardless, I'm going to keep posting content, don't worry. But if I feel a little down, it's not because I'm depressed. None of that. Just a little tired, all right? Regardless, as I said earlier, we are going to talk about the database structure, which is how I made this. And we did talk about it a little bit in the last video if you've been keeping up. But more importantly, we're going to talk about how I took the data that the user put in while he filled out this form. So while the company is filling out this form, which is, you know, like the job type, the name, the job title, the salary, how we take that and then upload it to Prisma, and then how we take the data that's in the Prisma Studio and then upload it so that it displays on the main page just like this. And then after that, we're going to just do some designing, which I want to like fix up this button. I want to maybe change the colors here and just do some things, okay? But regardless, let's just get right into it. First things first, okay? How we are doing this, so how we made this entire thing is in here, okay? So again, we firstly made the database or the form schema where we have to use all the data that's in here in the form, okay? And then we just display it. So you know how we have the job title, which is this. We have the company name right here. And all we're doing here, I know it looks complicated and you're a little scared. And when I looked this over and I did it first time too, it was really scary. But if you're not familiar with TypeScript, this may look a little scary, but don't worry, okay? All we're doing is we're telling the code that we're gonna have to use these aspects of the code. So in our form, we have to include requirements about us or description, or else the code will tell us, hey buddy, that's not there. What are you gonna do? So let's just say, okay, let's say I go over here and I forget source. Or no, other way around, okay? Here. Let's say I forget source, right? Well, it's going to tell me, hey, buddy, you're missing source, right? And it's not showing up directly here. But if I forget to put the source in the code here, then it'll get an error. Okay. Nonetheless, what we are then doing is we're taking the data here, so the titles, and we're inputting it in the inputs. So take, for example, job title. Okay. Here it is. The name is the job title. So we're telling the code that the data that is inputted here is save it to job title. So let's say you put backend developer. Okay. The data then will be a backend developer for this page, so that when the user uploads it, it'll be saved here as backend developer with the rest of the fields included. But the important thing to realize is all we're doing is we're naming something, and then we're setting the value to whatever the user puts in. Okay, I talked about this in great detail in the last video, so check that out. But it's important to cover this because it'll play a huge aspect in uploading it here. Okay, so how we are uploading it here. So let me just show you, okay? See, here we have full stack developer, Google, Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, $150,000 a year. And if you go here, we have Google, Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, $150,000 a year. Now you may say, Nazar, how are you doing this? Essentially, since all this data is being posted into Prisma, since we made the database in Prisma, so here it is. See how we have job title, company name, description, city, states. Look, job title. We take the form, we upload it onto this page. So we're taking the data, okay? I'm going through this in detail for those who are a little bit confused. We're taking the data from the form, right? We're posting it onto Prisma. And then what we are doing is, which I'll show you right here, is we are calling that data in the root page of our app. And we're telling it to watch out for job title, company name, city, state, country. Okay? And then obviously the salary, which I did not include, which, oh, excuse me. Okay. I totally messed up here. Firstly, I'm going to do descending order because we don't want, there we go. I'll show you how I did that in a second. Okay. This is for the search bar that we're including soon. So just ignore what I just said. My bad. Essentially, right, what we are doing here is, here, let me show you. I'm so sorry. Okay. So in here, how we are displaying the data is like this. Okay. We just get the data from job. So from the database, which is right here, we're calling the database, which is also displayed obviously here, which is job. And if I could find the thing, sorry guys, that's what we're doing. God damn, where is the thing? There we go, I know where it is now. So we're calling all the data here, and we're just telling TypeScript to display the job.id, which is just the ID of the thing, which is how to find it. So the ID, just here. I'll show you the importance of that in a second. And then we're getting the job.title, and job dot is simply just job, right? This dot job title. So job.job title. And what did we say the job title was? It was the job title, right? Like we did earlier. And we're essentially taking that data that each form includes, so that each one here includes, and we're posting it on here. So we're calling this data from job props, and then we're displaying it in here. So look, we have job title, company name, OpenAI, the state, the city, the country, and finally the salary. Okay, I hope I cleared up some things here. I know it's a little complicated, and frankly, I'm having trouble explaining this because I'm a little new to this, but all it is, okay, in simple terms, what we are doing now, what every developer is doing, is managing data. Any full stack application, you're just managing data. As you saw, we just took the data that the user input in the form, we're storing it in Prisma, and finally we're uploading it, right? We're uploading it as a card so that they could access it here. Now, I told you that the ID plays an important role, and I will actually show you how this will play a bit important role. So, when the user wants to, let's say, click on, let's say, oh, this looks like a good job. I want to work in Microsoft. Also, shout out to my Indian bros. In there. Look at this. Here, I'm going to make myself bigger, okay? Look how this is going to play an important part. Okay, as you see here, 1A8501. 1A8501. Now you may say, what is this doing here? Essentially, this is a custom route to that page. We didn't make this page, we dynamically made this page. So remember how over here we have the job.id. When the user clicks on this link, which I made this too big now. Essentially, when the user clicks on this link, it takes them to the routing ID of that page where we will display the specific data for that job application. So like we did here where we displayed each thing, we're making their own page for that thing. So here we're going to have like a Microsoft salary, description, stuff like that. Okay? That's what the routing is. And here, I'm going to show you something cool too. If we go to create job /new/ the page. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. So if we take the ID, right? If we take this ID and we post it here, and I put a boilerplate image, look, the data of the Microsoft $1 million in India, New Delhi, is displayed here. So then we can update it and stuff. But I hope I clarified some things about how this is working. And if I'm going into too much detail, then let me know. But now that we have explained some aspects of the app and the thing that I worked on today, which is, I know this looks easy. Like you may say job title. It was so complicated for me. I really struggled with it, so I'm really proud of myself. So I hope you find this valuable too. And maybe one more thing I wanted to talk about in terms of the explanation is, where is it at? I'll find it. Is this, okay? This is how we are connecting to the job page, okay? Essentially, right, like we did earlier, we just set the job. Okay. I'm not going to explain all the code, but all this is doing in this page is telling Prisma that the variable job is all the data that's included here. So that's why when we did job dot, that's why when we did the, what was it? Frick, man. Here. That's why when we did like job title, it's from that variable, okay? Enough on this. I hope that makes sense. Again, we're just managing data, okay? So now that we've uploaded that, let's actually work on the design parts. First, I'm going to fix this. See how it's like $2 It's because over here, I put a thing here. So when the user actually inputs the $sign in the form, what I want to do is fix this. So if I remove this, what we can do is update it. Job created successfully, and bam. See how it's gone? Couple things I want to work on right now. This button, I don't like the way it's shaped. So if we head over to find jobs, variant, special, class name, rounded, Excel, does that work? Hell yeah. Cool. This looks really good right now. What else did we want to work on here? You know what? I'm gonna put myself down here. There's a couple things, okay? Firstly, where is it at? Right. I wanted to display the description of the job in here. So you're gonna get a real time thing here, okay? So as you see here, we just want to include some bullet points about the description of the job so the user knows what's up, okay? So like we see with Indeed here, see how we have like, why is it all in French? There we go. Right here, as you can see, we have optional local and online social time to help us keep connected and fresh. They're essentially just posting the, where is it at? The description of the job. Okay? So actually we'll do this quick, okay? I don't want to just talk too much because this video is more so about discussing aspects of code and just going through stuff, as you guys know. Regardless, we're adding some new features, so let's just have fun, relax, and just take our time with this. So what we need to go to the Jobby page, and I just named it Jobby because I'm gonna change it. Just don't worry about it. Underneath the salary, which I will change to large because I don't like the way it looks. What do I do? Oh, there we go. And underneath this, all right, we need to include the job description. And since we said that the data from the job, which is here, we can just do job dot, there we go, this is cool, description. We're obviously gonna have to work on that. Let's see what we can do. Can we do overflow hidden in this sort of environment? Not overflow hidden. What about? I think about us would be better actually. Let's see if that works. Okay. I'm gonna ask our friends over at GPT what we can do here because I have no idea. I'm just actually gonna copy this and say for job.about us, how do we, instead of overflow hidden, make it so it wraps and goes into the next line. As I say always, I think, is it wrap? What I don't get is this one's wrapping, but this one isn't. See, like, why are these wrapping, but these aren't? All right, we're going to see what's going on here. Okay, so we're breaking. That's all we're doing is we're breaking. What if what happens here? Does it, see, that's weird because now when I see, it goes over, which I don't want. We don't want that. How are we going to explain this? Well. We got a problem on our hands. All right. Not ideal because I'm sick. Let's see how we're going to solve this, right? Can this work, man? Overflow auto? Let's go. But wait, no, it's not. See, the issue now is, you know what it is, guys? I know what it is. Here it is. You ready, guys? I know where I fucked up. See, this is why it's good to go through problems. We are just writing one long word. That's what we're doing. So look, okay, let's just do it like this. Let's just add a bunch of. See, we just had one big ass word. That was the issue, right? Let's actually just write a text, okay? Let's just say it's give me a job description. Give me. There we go. And if we remove this, I think we'll still be okay. Yeah. Okay. That's why. We just had one long ass word and it was not looking good. Okay. Regardless, let's do AI developer now at OpenAI. Yeah, let's actually do iOS developers cooler. And about us. Among Us. Cool. Great. And I want to just do something real quick. This lasts so long. Like 2 seconds. That's it. So now, right? Like, and let's see. Do I even need the variants, man? Like, job created successfully, and it should disappear. There we go. Cool. Now, okay, I want it so that when we hover, this is next, okay? Just give me a sec. But when we hover over this, I want this to come like to the left. You know what I mean? Okay, boys. So I added it. This is it. Okay. I found that with all my expertise in Tailwind, which I barely have, this is like the coolest looking one. So this is what it looks like now. Okay. Okay. Not too much. You know, it's pretty bad. Okay. But when we add it here, look what happens. Okay. Slower. So it's more like professional and slow. You see that? See how it takes its time to go in? And when we remove that, it's right away. See that? And then when we add it, it's a little bit slower. Frankly, I like it's just more professional when we do this, okay? So I added it to all of them, so they should, awesome. Cool. I think that will be good for now. That's all the code we're doing. And as usual, we're going to have to post it onto GitHub. So let's just say, what did we do here? Okay. Colors and data. So when we just upload that, and awesome. That's really it for coding, guys. So I'll be working out in a bit. We'll talk about some things. And as I said earlier, we got the Sam Sulek mics. We're going to be just like Sam Sulek, but without the subscribers. And yeah, so I'll see you in the workout. We'll talk, we'll hang out. And yeah, I'm really happy with how this turns out. Very, very, very sleek looking. Amazing. Well done, guys. This is really good. It's really coming together. I'm really happy with how things are. So yeah. All right. So I'll see you on the other side.